Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463.
Yo, what's going on? This your man, Kalen Laws, a.k.a. Senor Wapo. Do me a quick favor. Go to Twitter. Go to Instagram, preferably. You can go to Snapchat. You can go to Facebook. Type in, you ready? SENORGUAPO713. I'll let your boy on those, at that handle. And you're tuned in to G is for Gentlemen. You know, we are a style show. Well, we're more than a style show. We're a show that loves to talk about gentlemanly style and culture using men's fashion, men's style, men's wear to weave in different cultural elements, gentlemanly cultural elements, talking about travel, talking about education and community, talking about food, talking about dating, everything a gentleman should know. And we bring the people here that you should know as well. And you definitely should know this brother coming up. You know, we run in some same circles, and this is our first time physically meeting. But as soon as you get in the building, you know, when the energy is there, it's there. It's right.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? When it's there, it's right. And I got my boy Nathaniel James from WJ Knots in the building. What's up, man?
Man, appreciate you having me out here, man.
How you doing, bro?
Oh, man, I'm blessed, man.
I'm telling you, for those of you who are watching, so you know we're on two different platforms. We have a video platform, but we also have a traditional podcast.
Yeah.
If you are only on the video, the audio format, might want to switch over to the video and check out what this brother has going on right now. The threads he's wearing. Listen, when we talk, and this is off script, but when we talk about one of the mottos and the themes of the show is FOF, focus on fit.
Yeah,
and like that's key. And if you guys really could see how well tailored this brother's suit is. When I walked in, I said, "Yo, who is that? That's custom." That's the first thing I said, was it not?
Definitely was, and I was like, "No, it's not at all."
No, not at all. I got my guy.
Yeah,
right?
But you just gotta know. You gotta know how stuff is. That's a basic foundational piece that people don't realize.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend a bunch of money.
Listen, I got 3 Target suits, bro.
I understand.
I got, but people don't know when I put them on.
Yeah.
When I walk into the business meeting or into the function or at the cocktail hour or whatever it is, they're like, "Oh my God, you look nice," and I'm like, "Man, this is a $110 suit that I got 10 years ago."
And it's funny, man. This just popped in my head. The most expensive suit I had fit the worst because I didn't know about my measurements when I bought it.
Exactly. Right.
I just gave the suit away about a week ago because it didn't fit right. It wasn't right.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the key, man. When it comes to looking nice and having it doing this gentlemanly thing is focusing on fit. And you know, even with, you can expand that metaphor, right? Focus on fit. Focus on the fit for your job, right? Focus on the fit for your marriage or your relationship.
Of course, if it fits right, everything just flows together.
Listen,
because it's seamless, so to speak.
Yeah. Because it's tailor made for you, for you to move into how you want to move, for it to look how you want to look, right? To do what it needs to do. I love it, man. So let me ask you a question.
What's going on? Go ahead.
How do you define gentleman?
Man, honestly, to me, I think a gentleman is somebody who puts his best foot forward at all times. Okay. Now, I had somebody ask me, "Are you always a gentleman?" I was like, "I try to be." Because you might catch me in a situation where my anger might get the best of me. At that time, I'm not being a gentleman. So if I'm doing what I can to put my best foot forward of all times, yeah, that's what I think makes somebody a gentleman.
You know, I got a good perspective on that. A good friend of mine who's been on the show before. Shout out to Kels Johnson. He's a pastor, he's a preacher, and he said that his perfect example of a gentleman, and I've said this a number of times over and over, and like, this is my show, and y'all know my faith, that he said Christ is the ultimate picture of a gentleman to him, because he said Christ is, remember the scripture that he said he's lion and lamb. So he knows when to be and lion. And that's what you're talking about, right? Yeah, like, but he knows when to be lamb
because a lot of people think, oh, somebody who dresses nice. Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with how you dress.
Right. It's character.
It's just how you carry yourself. I think like, hey, you're clean, you're humble, you treat people with respect.
Right.
Those are the things that make you a gentleman.
Agreed.
Now, granted, dressing nice, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, for sure.
But those are the foundational pieces that go towards that.
I mean, I totally agree, man. And you know, it's one of those things that I think it happens over time.
It's a maturation process.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely is a maturation process. It's one of those things that I think that it's so needed and necessary in today's time, especially because when you think about it, how old are you?
34.
34. So we say I'm 36. So we same age group. You're 84. I'm 82. And so when we grew up, hip hop was in the hood.
Yeah,
it was gully. You know, it was DOS effects in the hoodies, and you know what I'm saying. It was, but now hip hop is turning pop culture, and hip hop is no longer. I mean, it still has a hood element, but it's not talking about the lifestyle.
Yeah, because back then you couldn't even play it on the regular radio.
Nah, bro,
yeah. It wasn't no radio station.
No, not at all, son. Not at all. And so it's one of those things that I think that as culture has progressed, so has an understanding of a gentleman progressed. You see what I'm saying?
I can see that.
There's a chivalrous aspect of it, but that's not the only thing, right? There's a nicety, there's a manners aspect of it, but that's not the only piece of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely evolved, and it's numerous things rolled into one.
For sure.
But like I said, to me, it goes down to the foundational core pieces. That's what makes a gentleman, man. Because heck, I might not like getting dressed up. That don't mean I'm not a gentleman, though.
You did.
I might know how to treat my woman. I know how to treat my mother. I might know how to treat the people around me. I might respect for myself and other people. Does that mean I'm not a gentleman?
Right.
Well, nah.
Right. Exactly. Because a gentleman can have on his fitted and his J's or be 3-piece down. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because I've met plenty of crappy people in amazing clothes.
Come on, man. Talk about it. And you just talked about, you just said something that makes me cringe off air. You said B2B, business in sales. I know you done run into some cats that you be ready to uppercut.
Terrible people. Terrible people. Terrible people.
Yeah.
But from the outside looking in, you think, oh, they got.
Nah,
not at all, man.
So would it be safe to say, in your estimation, that a gentleman, that the look of a gentleman doesn't really even fully describe who or what he is? Not fully?
Yeah, I can say that, but who's to say that's the look of a gentleman? That's just somebody who put on nice clothes.
Right.
Or what society deems to be nice clothes.
Yeah, your culture.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. Right. Because of somebody else, I'm like, what you all dressed up?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, gentleman goes much deeper than that.
I hear you, man. I hear you. So, you know, you kind of went this route for a minute. I told you the playlist was nice. I saw you over here rapping.
I'm jamming, bro. I like it, man.
I told you the playlist was right.
I like music, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it's in my ear.
Yeah. So, you kind of mentioned some of these, but give me a couple more, man. Some key qualities that you think a gentleman has, like that are required for a gentleman to have.
Man, I think they have to be humble.
Wow.
Because it's just, and it's crazy because if you're not humble, it's crazy. Life will have a way of humbling you. So you definitely need to be humble. You got to be respectful. You gotta be thoughtful. You just gotta be mindful of everything that's going on around you, man.
Right.
I think you have to be brave. Because gentlemen, you have to be brave.
Listen, I ask this question almost every week to a guest, or every time a guest comes. No one has ever said brave, ever.
Yeah, when I say brave, I don't necessarily mean by fighting. You gotta be brave. You gotta be brave enough to admit when you're wrong. You gotta be brave enough to ask for help. It's many facets to that.
Wait, hold on. So what you telling me is a man is supposed to admit when he wrong?
Anybody's supposed to admit when they're wrong, man or woman.
That ego getting away with us though, bro.
And I can honestly say, man, that's something that just even me personally, I've had to overcome and dealt with more so even within the last year too. Just
really,
like what man doesn't have an ego?
Facts. It's part of us, right?
Yeah, what man doesn't have an ego?
I honestly think a little bit of it is necessary. I think being proud and having it's in some forms of an ego is good, but being full of pride isn't.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree, man. 'Cause I remember I got a frat brother who was telling me some stuff. He said, man, we go into those job interviews and people look at him like he's cocky or his ego. He's like, yeah, I definitely do, because I know what I've done and the work I've put in. So you can't take that away from me.
Yeah, man.
So in that aspect of, hey, knowing that you're able to do stuff and you're knowing that you have a seat at the table too, I think it's good in that respect. Yeah.
I mean, I would agree, brother. I totally would agree, man. This gentleman talk is something that again, it evolves with us as men. As we evolve as men and as we grow, we understand the concept, we understand the lane, we understand the context even a bit more fully and deeply. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So quickly, not even quickly, because we got plenty of time.
Go ahead.
Are gentlemen born, or are they trained or developed?
Nah, I think you got to be trained.
Okay.
You got to be more so developed, and I think it's easier. We about to go deep with this one.
Let's do it.
I think it's easier if you have a man in your life or a father around to show it to you, because he's teaching you, he's instilling skills that you need to be a man. Hey, you work hard, you treat people a particular way, you do these things because these are the expectations that we have for you to be an upstanding citizen and an upstanding individual.
Okay.
You know, me personally, I think if you got God in your life, it's a lot easier, because morally speaking, you do a lot of things like a gentleman should do.
Agreed. Amen. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, but then also to train somebody to be a gentleman, I think you got to have people around them who are holding them accountable, whether it be a grandmother, a grandfather, an aunt, an uncle. Just, you know how they say it takes a village?
Yeah.
That village is helping you mature into a gentleman, because they calling you out on the things that are right, the things that are wrong, and things like that, and they promoting you and pushing you in the right direction.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Because, you know, we're born into chaos, man. So nobody teaches you, like, you don't naturally know what's wrong and what's right.
Yeah,
So you have to be taught these things. And a lot of times, you see people doing particular things because they were never taught. They never had anybody show them. Not because they don't want to.
Right.
They don't know any better.
Right. That's good, man. That's good. This brother said we were born into chaos. I'm telling you, for those of you who are watching and who are listening, I certainly hope you are getting these nuggets and this tidbit of wisdom that Nathaniel is over here dropping, man. Because as gentlemen, I think it's important that we have this kind of conversation, right? It's not just what you're wearing, right? I mean, this is a style show. It's not just what you got on, you know, what brands used to be. You know what events you slide into.
Of course.
You know what you know. Did you get front row seats?
Granted, I like putting them brands on and sliding them events, but it's much deeper than that.
It's
man.
much deeper than that, and that's what I'm saying. You know, we can get lost, especially as men, because we're so aggressive. And we got to go get it.
Of course,
I got to go get it. But that it kind of sometimes going to the the destination rather sometimes supersedes getting to the destination. You know what I'm saying? And I think getting that process of getting to the destination is so important, or maybe even much more important than actually the destination.
Yeah, and I can't speak for everybody else, but I know me personally, the process I'm going through to get to this destination is helping me be exactly who I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, man.
Now, I don't know about everybody else's journey, but me,
I know that's especially true. And I'm gonna jump forward, but I know that's especially true regarding being a business and a brand owner. Like that process is because the knots and the bumps and the bruises and the investment and the time and I know that's some invaluable experience, right?
Yeah, and then you learn not to take your stuff for granted.
Yeah,
you realize that, hey man, you can't sit on stuff, you can't procrastinate. So these are things, because I've missed out on certain things because I left it up for chance. Some of them have been expensive lessons.
Yeah,
but you learn, you progress, and you just get better.
Yeah, no doubt, for sure. So what has been, you know, you're a brand owner, but what has been your journey into, like, how did you get into men's style and menswear? Like, what has that been like for Nate?
Men's style. Well, it's crazy because, you know, growing up we didn't have a bunch, so when I could get clothes, I always enjoyed getting new clothes and stuff like that. But and it's crazy how we're working out, man. You can even ask my mother this. As a kid, to make money, the clothes I couldn't fit, I would iron them up, fold them, and take them up the street and sell them to my Hispanic partner's parents and their mothers, who I know used to go to the flea market. So I was like, well, if they can buy it from them, why don't they buy it from me? So I was slanging clothes back then, found a Target artist, didn't even realize what I was doing.
Right, yeah. Had no idea. The marketing.
But what that is, all that was God back then, man. So when I look back at it, I'm like, oh, I've been doing this the whole time.
Right.
I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But just the knots, man. I always like clothes. I want to have my own business. And then I was like, okay, me getting on doing the male accessory stuff like that. It was something I could do that I didn't have to have a ton of money to jump into, but I could jump into it.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what made me get in that. But then, you know, I don't know if you had a chance to look at the website.
Absolutely.
So if you look at it, it's not just products. It's like it's services. So it also tells you how to tie a tie and things like that. And that's really the part I like the most because I got into that. Because even when I was at Prairie View, I used to see brothers going to career fairs and job interviews, and they had suits on that weren't appropriate, and they were missing out on opportunities just because nobody had ever taught them anything. And I felt like that was really a shame, man.
Yeah,
So,
I agree, man. You know, what we're talking about is some really dope conversation with Nathaniel James, the owner, the principal, the provocateur of WJ Knox.
that was a heck of an introduction, man. I appreciate that.
I appreciate it. Look, we just trying to be dope over here.
I'm just saying, you should announce somebody coming out on WWF or somebody because you did, like, that was on.
I appreciate it, man. You know, again, we're just trying to be dope over here. And speaking of dopeness, this portion of the show is sponsored by a dope company called KOG Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Now, join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness inside. Shop dope gear at KOGpassion.com. That's KOGpassion.com and use coupon code DOPE with an exclamation mark for 10% off of exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling out fast. Get at them. So we're going to continue this talk, this great conversation with WJ Knox, a.k.a. Nathaniel James. We're going to call him Big Nate today. So, you know, I can agree with you in that I've always loved putting on the clothes, right? I was an extreme jock growing up. You know, played 3 sports, never stopped playing sports. Yeah. You know, football, basketball, and track.
Same.
And you know, we were growing up, and this is no slide, no shade, but when we were growing up, if you looked a certain way, you were pegged into a certain group. So I kind of shied away from being a super fly cat.
Of course.
Because I was like,
that's pretty boy.
Yeah,
pretty boy.
Pretty boy. I didn't want to be soft.
Pretty boy. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, I want to be rugged and hard.
Yeah. It was thugs. It was pretty boys. It was athletes.
Yeah. So I kind of shied away from it. But you know, but again, I've always been the guy that love. You know, I'm a church boy, so suits and that's you know that's what I knew. That's what I did. It's what I put on, and as I've gotten older, I've really grown in this space, so I can identify with that. Because we didn't have much growing up either.
Yeah,
you know
so I used to try to mix and match.
Oh yeah,
everything. So that's really why I learned, like, you really don't need a lot of money to make. You just need some foundational stuff, and it'll stretch.
You get 13 key pieces. You can have. I've done the math.
13
key pieces. Right. I'm sorry, 17 key pieces. You can have over 140 looks.
I haven't done the math, but I'm gonna go home and figure it out. Cause you're right. You only need a few key pieces.
And that's what Cassie. You just gotta know how to rock what. Get you a key pair, you know, some key elements, some key trousers, a couple sport coats. You ain't gotta have full suit, or you can do the suit thing.
Yeah, you can
mix and match, right?
See, but then that goes to, like, the WJ, the accessories. Why? Cause you can flip it back and forth.
Flip it, absolutely. Get you some simple white sneakers that go with everything.
Definitely. Dark pair of blue jeans.
A light pair of blue jeans. You know, for the summer, then get you some brown dress shoes, some black dress shoes, maybe a pair of Chelsea boots if you want to be a little bit more casual.
I won't even do it. And I'll say this. My thing, I feel like you got a white button-down dress shirt.
Agreed. You need 2 of those. That's how you need. Just 2.
White button-down dress shirt.
For me is 1 French cuff and 1 regular. Depending on what kind of mood I'm in. You know what I'm saying? If I want to do a French cuff, throw in some cufflinks or whatever, and then another regular. I like all mine spread collar. That's just my preference. Plus I got this beard, so you start
spread. I like the cutaway.
Yeah, cutaway and spread. Yeah, cutaway and spread for sure. Yeah. For cutaway and spread.
If y'all don't know what the cutaway or spread is, go to WJ Knox. The collars is on there.
Listen,
you can see
it. Cutaway is the best collar to me.
I like it.
Cutaway.
But then you also got to know how to tie certain knots.
You got to know your knots. You got to know if it's going to be a 4-in-1 or if it's going to be.
You can also find it on WJKnox.com too.
Yeah, we talk here. Listen,
it's on Instagram too. All that's on there.
When we bring you the guests here, they know this style talk. Like we could really go all day on that without a script, because I normally have a runner show. for everybody, for us to stay on target, and we're going to get back to the interview. But sometimes you just gotta nerd out when it comes to style just a little bit. Sometimes
cool,
just like we can talk about who who hit 30 last game or who had 200 yards or whatever. We can talk this style thing as well. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to it. So tell us about the brand. Tell us a little bit more about the brand. How did it get started? Like you know what I'm saying? You kind of gave a couple nods to that, but give us a little more.
Yeah, man. So like I said, initially when I knew I wanted to do something, somebody had me go to a career fair for them. They were like, "Hey, man, go this." They was like, "Go this career fair for me. Just pass out my resume. Just act like you." I was like, "Man, I'm not an engineering major. I don't know anything about this." He was like, "Nah, just go." So, put the suit on. I'm passing out his resume. People are asking me actual questions about engineering. I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Beats me. I don't know.
Right.
So it was other guys I saw. I was like, oh, hey, man, what's going on? Like guys that I actually knew who engineering majors who had 3.8, 3.9 GPAs, but they were dressed inappropriately. So they gave me the job interviews.
Wow.
And wouldn't even talk to them. And I'm like, oh, man. And the thing was, they thought they was the ones who didn't get the who definitely were more qualified. They thought they were fresh, but nobody ever taught them. I'm like, hey, man, I know you got your suit on, but, hey, man, take that chain off. Like, take your earrings out. Nobody had ever taught them that.
Wow.
So even going forward, I was like, all right, whenever I could help somebody out, I'd be like, try to give advice here or there or what have you. And then when I figured out, say, man, I'm going to try to do my business, I'm like, all right, man, what can I do? Well, I'm passionate. I like clothes. I'm passionate about it. Well, is there a way I can get in here a little bit cheaper? I ain't got to put as much money up. I'm like, okay, well, let me do the accessories. Cool. And then I was like, well, I got to help people. So that's why the website ended up becoming not just me selling stuff, but me like actually teaching stuff. And that's actually the part I like the most. I'm actually teaching people how to do this or do that.
Exactly. Adding value.
Yeah, because even like if you go on Instagram, it even shows you like proper place settings when you're going to like a nice dinner. It teaches you certain fabrics to wear at what time of year, because a lot of people don't know that.
Yep.
I saw a brother in the summertime wedding with a velvet jacket on.
Dying.
Yeah, it probably about to have a heat stroke.
Probably was full canvas and everything.
Yeah, no, it was nice,
yeah.
but it wasn't that time of year.
Right.
Just like I've seen another brother leaving church with a seersucker suit on in the middle of winter.
Right.
He looked nice, but he probably freezing right now.
Right.
So it's just little tidbits like that, because believe it or not, man, people will judge you off of that, and will kind of like how we said earlier when you was in high school, if you looked a certain way, you was in groups. People still do that, and they be like, oh,
human nature, man.
Oh, people come up and rub up against you.
Yeah.
If fabric's cheap. Oh, it's cheap. People, they might not say anything, but people do a lot of that stuff.
Absolutely. You're 100% true, man. Because it's about how you market yourself, right? It's about the placement of you want people to know the skill set that you have, but the first thing we see is what we see. And then we create a judgment based upon that picture that we have in our head, right? And so that's the ideology that we all subscribe to.
Yeah, people always do it. Like I tell people, like, I like to dress up, but it'd be times where I'm just going somewhere. They're like, I'm just going to the store. I said, but you don't realize. I said, me just going to the store, you going to the store is two different things.
Right.
So somebody see me at the store, they might be like, I'm not about to buy nothing from him.
Right.
He's selling stuff, but he looks like that. Then I just lost somebody, and ain't no telling who else they tell.
Yeah.
So I might have just lost a whole bunch of potential customers just off of because I didn't want to take a few extra minutes to get dressed up to go to the store.
Agreed, man. I totally agree, and I hope you in Facebook land y'all agree as well. We want to ask you to subscribe to our show on all the major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher. Review our show on iTunes with constructive feedback, and share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. Now, donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Lawrence, what up, man? We appreciate you kicking in, tuning in and kicking it with us. Make sure you go to the website, hit subscribe so you can get the rest of the show, and holler at Big Nate for WJ Knots. See you soon. So let's keep it pushing, man. In your opinion, no.
What's up?
In your opinion, what basics? We kind of talked about it a little bit, but give me the basics that a man should have when starting a wardrobe.
When building?
Yeah, like when he's like, what pieces like do you think a man should have?
Okay, this is right off the cuff, off the rip. I do think a nice pair of jeans, dark pair of jeans. I do believe white shirts, so white button-down dress shirts, a nice fitted white T-shirt, because you might want to go casual with it.
Absolutely.
I believe a navy blue suit, because you could wear that to a job interview, to work, a funeral, church, and a night on the town, all in the same day, and ain't got to change.
Right.
So navy blue suit, brown and black dress shoes, brown and black leather belt. If you can get like, you don't have to. If you want to throw a gray suit in there, I say you can.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think everything after that, anything else you buy with that will match. All-purpose pair of tennis shoes, whether it be all white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really wear white sneakers that much no more, but it could be all white. Like if I get all white, I do like some Stan Smith Adidas, something like that.
Yeah.
And I think you can mix and match almost everything with that.
Plim soles, right? Yeah.
Yeah. After that, I think you can mix and match everything. The thing about any color shirt you get gonna go with those jeans.
Exactly.
Man.
And go with the gray or the navy blue.
Yeah. So any color suit you throw in there, boom.
I literally
any color tie goes on that white shirt.
I literally couldn't agree more. Like literally to the T, I agree.
Yeah, 'cause I think certain things are like your canvas. So it's like I look at it like navy blue suit. I look at it like blue jeans. It goes with everything. It goes with absolutely everything.
Right.
Brown, it goes with everything. So I think when you get those pieces that just go with everything,
right,
you can just mix and match everything else.
Absolutely. Wearability. Increase your wearability.
Yeah.
I think one thing I would add to that though is a watch.
Oh, I was just thinking clothes wise.
Yeah, no.
A nice watch.
A nice watch.
Yeah,
nice timepiece.
I always got something on my wrist.
I agree. Same here. I'm a wrist guy. I think that it's imperative. You know, I got a buddy, a good. I'm not gonna put you on blast, bro, but I got a good friend of mine, college teammate, who's like, I'm kidding about no watches. I got phones. I'm like, yeah, but you know,
I feel funny without.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we got the phones for sure, but I I literally I have a tan. You know what I mean? Like my line.
And then another thing is dual purpose. Because if you're fortunate and blessed enough to make enough money, you can buy a watch that can increase in value. That you can pass on.
Absolutely.
That phone.
In a year and a half, it's gonna be old. Ass Apple.
Yeah, you get enough money. You can get your watch that you can pass on to come behind you and it be worth something still. So.
Absolutely. And if you know, and I'm gonna give y'all some game. If you're in Houston, Texas, and my wife's gonna kill me but I got to give it to my listeners. I got to give it to my viewers. If you're in Houston, Texas, and you're looking for that kind of timepiece, you need to go to Shaw's Jewelry. SHAW. I'm gonna get them on to come on the show. SHAW' Jewelry on Montrose and Westheimer. Go there. Everything is 60% off. We ain't gonna throw name brands because I ain't gotta tell it to you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Appreciate you.
We'll talk offline for sure.
Appreciate
it.
Appreciate it.
We'll talk offline for sure. But that's all I'm gonna give you. Do your homework. Get the Googling. Get your Twitter fingers going. Get the Googling and then figure it out if you're in Houston, because second to none. Inventory and prices, bruh. Not lying. I'm gonna get him on. You know what? I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna call him tomorrow and get him on the show.
You probably should do that, man.
I'm gonna call him tomorrow and get him on the show for sure.
Hopefully they don't come to your home empty-handed either.
I appreciate it. I done spent a lot of money there. So, a lot of money. But I mean, I couldn't agree with you, man. On what you said, I think for me, the navy blue and the charcoal gray suit, are the quintessential elements. Basics for men's style.
Think any color shirt you throw. Matter of fact, shirt or t-shirt. Think about it. It all goes.
It all goes. And any tie, any pocket square.
It
drives me nuts when guys don't wear pocket squares. It drives me. This is a personal preference. It's not necessary. I do know that.
So why does it drive you nuts?
Because I just think it looks plain. Now, simple may be your aesthetic, and that's fine. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for me,
I feel like it's empty.
Exactly. For me, even just put a straightforward white one. You can never go wrong.
Okay.
Straightforward white.
That's true.
It's clean. It's crisp. It's metropolitan. It's very, very forward. You see what I'm saying? That's just that's my preference. Everybody don't like a plume. Everybody don't like it, and that's cool.
Now, it might just bother you because you're just in the style.
That's probably why.
So that's how, like with me, it drives me crazy. Just like when I see somebody with a suit on, I don't see a little bit of cuff showing. I'm like, man, why don't you do it like? But I know this is what I do, so I'm a lot more particular.
Agreed. We're aficionados at this point.
Yeah.
Aficionado. I like that. I like being an aficionado. I'm gonna call myself. I ain't got no collar today, but I'm gonna pop my own one. So
so that's what you're doing? You popping your?
Listen. What did what's the song? What it said? Sometimes you gotta encourage yourself, brother.
#modesty, bro.
You dig? Listen, I love modesty. I do, but you gotta give yourself a attaboy. Yeah, pat on the own back sometimes as well.
I got you.
So what? Let's see. What are your favorite brands? Give me. Let's see. Give me suiting. Favorite suiting. Okay. Give me footwear. Okay.
I know that off the top.
Okay. It give me timepiece.
Okay, you threw me.
Oh, I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one. I know it's gonna be difficult. I can already tell. Give me fragrance.
Fragrance. Okay, well, shoes. I'm a sneakerhead too, so
Yeah.
It's Nikes, man.
Nike, absolutely. Shout out to Nike. Colin, what's up?
Yeah, it's Nike. It's Nikes. Suiting. See, man, I like put like this. Well, when it comes to anything, I like classic stuff.
Okay.
I like things that I can, like I said, I didn't come up with a lot of money, so if I buy something, I want to be able to hold on to it for a while. So
absolutely.
I don't do the fads and all that. So like with clothing, is me. Like I just gonna tell you brands I like. Like I like Ralph Lauren. I like Brooks Brothers, Nike, and like for them, Ralph Lauren, Brooks Brothers been around forever.
Ever.
I have Ralph Lauren shirts that I had in high school.
Agreed.
And hoodies that color hasn't faded. That I still wear. It's still fashionable. It's never going out. Everybody wears Ralph Lauren, from the brother that's on the boat, on the yacht, or to the thug that's trying to dress up. So I'm gonna throw a polo on.
Right, the doughboy. Yeah,
it's universal. Everybody wears it. Nikes. Everybody wears it.
Right.
Even more so now, in my eyes, but everybody wears it.
No. Their sales are up 31%.
Yeah, everybody wears it. Yeah, Brooks Brothers is just like Brooks Brothers, man. That's just like how can I put it? It's just. Oh, you see the outlaw. He isn't. This isn't his first time here. He's been here before. So like my papa, that's all he was Brooks Brothers. But and he was like the epitome of. Hey,
that's the oldest American suiting company.
For a reason.
It's the oldest American suiting company.
And if you haven't been inside of a Brooks Brothers, I suggest you go.
Lived.
I suggest you go, man. Especially like with summer fashion, like. You might go to the beach or like stuff like that. Some fashion, it's amazing. It's amazing. And they have stuff for women too. Like it's just a good, solid store.
Absolutely, absolutely. Timepiece.
Man. And I will say this, and this is just because I've always wanted one and I strive to get one. It's a Rolex.
Listen, I can't. I'm not mad.
And
that's one of the ones that increase in value.
And that's what I was talking about earlier.
I know.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was making reference to. Yeah,
I know.
It's funny, man. I had just about a month ago, I went to Jamaica for a wedding.
Nice.
So on the way back, we were in the airport. We was in the jewelry store. And I was like, man, how much is that Rolex? Like, oh, that's $18,000. Oh, got some more work to do.
Right.
And the one I wanted was $33,000. I said, oh.
Of course, that's the one you gonna pick, right? The $33,000.
It was the classic solid gold. And I was like, I have more, but you know what? That is just that's motivation.
Absolutely,
that's motivation because if this person can get it, why can't I?
Fun fact about, and then we'll go to fragrance. Fun fact about I'm gonna give you some time to think about it because that's always kind of tricky for guys, the fragrance. But fun fact about watches, right? They traditionally in old sartorial culture. They say a man's portfolio, his financial portfolio, and I know that's getting into your wheelhouse in business and marketing and finance and all that kind of deal. His portfolio should be 30% of it should be watches because it increases in value. 30% of it. 30? I was like, whoa.
Oh man, never knew that.
Yeah, that's old school tradition, just a little game. I'm striving to get that one of these days.
30%
you know what I'm saying?
Watches. Okay. Okay, man. So
let's talk this fragrance talk though.
So with fragrance, I'm different in that aspect, man. To me, if it smelled good to me 10 years ago, it gonna smell good to me now. So
I agree.
So I get different fragrances, man. You know, it might be some time.
Do you have a signature scent?
Nah, man. Just depend on. I'm be honest with you, man. So if I'm dating an individual and I realize they like this scent more, I'm probably gonna be more inclined to wear that scent for them. Because I'm supposed to do stuff to their liking.
Right.
So
that's so gentlemanly.
So if
that's so gentlemanly.
Like, if you like my haircut a certain way, guess what haircut? Because I'm doing these things for you because I'm with you.
Right.
So really, it depends at the time. Typically, like if I know they're more partial to a certain scent, I'll wear that. But man, I like all types of scent.
Right.
If I liked it once, I like it now. So I've had from Pie by Gavinci to I take. You gonna laugh? I even came across some old school Cool Water.
Why did I know you were gonna say Cool Water?
Oh, no, hold on.
Show you how.
Came across some Juke the other day. It's in the bathroom right now.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I'm not drowning myself in it like I was back then.
Right, back in 7th grade.
Yeah, but if it wasn't a bad, like, to me, like, good smelling scents don't ever go out
of
style.
I agree. For me, for fragrance, there's 3 scents that are signature that I never run out of. I make sure. What 4 that I? Wait, hold on.
Now, when you say signature, I just thought about something. There is a brand that I always buy, but
and for me, no, it's Miyake. You talking about? Oh, I never go wrong.
But I've had that too. Yeah, but it's good.
It's good, but it's
Miyake. That's how I used to be about that pot. Yeah.
Yeah. Give it your pie. Absolutely. Givenchy. I'm sorry. Pie. Paco Rabanne 1 million. Okay. My go-to and my bread and butter is a YSL L'Homme.
That's a good one.
Okay. And then one that's exclusively sold at Nordstrom only. It's called Parfum de Marly. Pegasus by Parfum de Marly. It's on the Creed level, so it's really expensive, but it's one of those 2 drops and you good because
because you know, with cologne, you know, you how can I put it? When it comes to cologne, you want to stretch your stuff, so you want people to be able to smell you when you walk by, but you don't want it to be suffocating.
Overpowering, right?
Yeah,
right,
suffocating to a certain extent. I tell you one that I stumbled across. It was years ago. I was in the Marshalls. Okay. I was like, not much money. I was just getting a gift set for my mom. It was something. It was some perfume. And by Tommy Bahama. She was like, man, it was really good. So I was like, man, Mom said the perfume was good. So I bought a cologne by Tommy Bahama. And I never remember the names, but I just know they got one that's like in a lighter blue bottle, one in a brown bottle, and a navy blue. So whenever I see any of his colognes,
snatch them.
Always buy it.
Yeah.
Any cologne you get by Tommy Bahama, I promise you, smells amazing.
Yeah, I know. I love Tommy Bahama.
Hell, I got it on right now.
Yeah, facts.
But everyone you get, I never know the names. I just be like, Tommy Bahama, it's gonna be good.
Right.
Everyone, I've had 4 different, maybe 3 or 4 different bottles by him. All smell great.
I agree. Tommy Bahama is dope. And one more that I love, and I've been on for a few years, and I keep it in the rotation is Polo Red. I like sweeter fragrances though, because everything. No matter what, for whatever reason, my chemistry, everything warms up and turns sweet on me anyway. It could be a fresh color. It could be even sweet water has, or cool water has. I call it sweet water. Even cool water has a bit of a sweet. It's fresh and powerful as that is, has a bit of a fragrance. And maybe you have a fresh and powerful business, and you're looking for a place to advertise. Well, you can get that done right here at this Sphere. Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across your world to build your brand and or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at this Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the U.S. as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every time. Now, call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, I've been really enjoying this conversation with Big Nate from WJ Knots. Please go to the website, check it out, look at what he got going on. I'm telling you, the brother knows. We talking about product placement. I'm gonna play some products right here. The brother knows how to get things done. I don't know how you knew, but I literally have a bin in the closet, probably a 2x4 bin in the closet. I'm a hosiery guy, menswear hosiery nut. So this is the Holy Ghost that gave this to you, bro.
Cool. Absolutely, man. Now, I definitely want to say that because I want to clear up some discrepancies. So a lot of times, like the emblem on it is a bow tie. People say, you just do bow ties? No, I do all male accessories.
Absolutely.
So socks, ties, handkerchiefs, suspenders, lapel pins.
Yep.
I'm actually working with an individual. I'm about to have WJ Knots branded wallets and duffel bags coming soon.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm about to start also carrying soaps, beard oils and stuff like that. I'm trying to get that one that's personalized and branded, but I'm gonna start carrying some of those like very soon as well. And another question, a lot of people ask me, do I make it? I make absolutely nothing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
So my thing is just like when you go to Dillard's or Macy's and there's different brands. So WJ Knots is basically, we just housing it. We're the umbrella. So you come here and it's just a one-stop shop to get everything that you want. So like the socks you got, those were Happy Socks. We've heard of Happy Socks. So there's gonna be some brands you know, some brands you don't.
Right.
So I've had designers who basically needed a platform. I'm like, well, hey, I need inventory. So why not put on somebody who's looking for a way to get that stuff out there?
Right.
So not only did I get what I needed, but I was able to help the next young brother, young sister, put them in a position where people can go and buy their stuff and buy their products.
Yeah.
So,
That's dope, man. That's really dope. It's about reaching back. It's about partnering, and it's just about having good business sense, right?
Yeah, I'm real big on reaching back.
Understanding your end goal, right? I think there's nothing more gentlemanly to understand your end goal and then creating a plan into how to get to your end goal, right? And secondarily, the thing that was most impressive, and we talked about this prior to, for me, the thing that was most impressive is the fact that you are actually providing value, not just giving a product, but providing value in terms of educating your customers.
Yeah, and I can't lie, man. Initially, at some point, it might have been kind of selfish because I was like, man, hey, I got to make sure they're wearing it right, because if they're not wearing it right, they're going to look bad, and the people ain't going to buy it. But then I was like, hey, people need to know this stuff.
It's nothing, but even that motivation, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but people really need to know this
your
stuff.
Customers are your best marketer. You can spend all you want on marketing campaigns and ads and all that, but your customers are your best marketer. It is what it is.
Definitely, you know, absolutely right.
So if they look at whack, like
absolutely right.
Nobody's gonna want to wear it.
Absolutely right.
Did you see what that dude had on with that? Right. I think he got that thing. It becomes a different.
And it's crazy because, man, it's almost like an intrinsic battle at times, because I'll be like, hey, I don't want to buy this because I don't want to sell this, but then I'm like, man, I know people would buy this.
Yeah.
This is popular right now, but this is ugly. This is not gonna last.
Yeah.
I don't want to get this.
Right.
But I know this will sell.
Right.
So that's the battle I have within myself a lot. I've done that plenty of times, man.
And a good friend of mine is a brand owner, and we had those conversations quite consistently as well. We just talked 2 days ago about understanding what it is that you're trying to provide, right? And I think that even though that battle is there, is really, really important, and it's really, really incredible that you stay true to your mission, your vision, and your target. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's about longevity. You know what I'm saying? And trendy, it can be. But it becomes a lot more work on the back end.
You lose yourself in that trend, and then you also got to remember, you got to look at yourself in the mirror every day.
Man, look.
So if you don't believe in what
you see,
if you don't believe in what you're doing, man, it's gonna all go down in a fiery blaze anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
It is a lot, brother. I tell you, it's a lot when it comes to all of these kinds of things, man. Let's move on to a couple of things, man, that's been going on in the news regarding menswear that I think that you will find really, and our listeners will find really, really interesting. So, I don't know if you heard of this denim brand. You say you love dark. What's your favorite denim brand?
My favorite denim?
Yeah, if you have one.
I don't have a favorite denim, man. It just, I like so much stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. My favorite denim brand is Levi's. Point blank, you can never
never
go wrong with
a pair of Levi. So when I thought of dark jeans, I thought of Levi.
You can never go wrong with. They got 19 different cuts.
514s. That's my fit.
515. Yeah, see, 511 for me. Okay. 512s rather. You don't even find them much. They're very hard. You
don't find the 514s hard. Yeah,
exactly. Very, very hard to find 512s, but 512s are my go-to. Slim, tall, slimming at the ankle. Kind of challenging to get into because I wear 13 sometimes, but once I get them on, they there perfect. You go. You know what I'm saying? But Levi's is an iconic brand, not for denim, right? They've been associated with the Old West and cowboy shootouts, but now the American denim giant is taking a different stance from that. Check this out. On Tuesday, just past Tuesday, the clothing company announced that it's launching a series of new initiatives to benefit groups working to prevent gun violence. So they're trying to. Even though they're an old Western brand and they got
cowboys,
it's a cowboy
Cowboys
brand.
Indians, you
bang shoot them up.
Yeah, when a kid, you go to school dressed up for you dressed up for the rodeo because we all took field trips to rodeo.
Absolutely.
You had your cowboy hat, your Levi's, you had your bandana around
your neck, and your flannel. Yeah, your boots. Right. Levi's or Wranglers or something up in there. Yeah, those two.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's it.
And so, but Levi's is they're not disassociating themselves, but they're progressing. We talk about gentlemen progressing, right? They're progressing as a brand and saying, listen, we see the problem, we see what's going on, and there must be, according to them, and I agree with it, there must be some gun reform. And I think that's pretty cool, and also very powerful when an organization is large. I mean, they're the first denim maker, the very first denim maker in terms of a company worldwide. When a large company gets behind an initiative like that, to me, it says a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it really says a lot.
So they really don't have to say anything. So the fact
that they don't have to. They're on top of the world. Okay. They're the most iconic and recognized denim brand in the world, right? What do you do?
And the crazy thing
and they're affordable.
And the crazy thing is, even if they necessarily don't get it right, the fact that they're attempting to make an effort at it, that says a lot.
Yeah. Check out what the CEO, Chip Berg, said in Fortune magazine. He said, quote, the company, quote, simply cannot stand by silently when it comes to issues that threaten the very fabric of the communities where we live and work. Because I think he realized, you were talking about knowing your brand, right, and knowing your audience. I think he realized, listen, you don't get that level without being successful in doing market analysis and all that, right? So I think he realizes, like, yo, this is the everyday guy that's wearing this stuff. Because I mean, our price point, what the most expensive pair of Levi's I think I've seen is like $80, $90. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's probably on.
Yeah, so they
typically between 40s.
Yeah. You can, but they have I forgot what it's called. It's all with a P. It's not purple label, but they have a different a signature line that goes a little higher.
Okay.
But again, yeah, $30, $40, $50 at Macy's or whatever, you know, and that's what you're going to rock with. And they understand that this is the working man's outfit.
Yeah, it definitely is, and they last forever. So of course, bro. So like, let me buy 3 or 4 pair.
Forever.
I could just keep them in the rotation.
Check this out. I literally, I gave away a bunch of Levi's back when I used to wear 501s a lot. I went to an old band that I had. I gave away like 20 pair of 501. I didn't realize that. I got a problem with Levi. Like, I love Levi jeans, but this makes me love them more because I love a brand and a company that's socially conscious and that's connected to what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Most of them aren't. Most of them act like stuff doesn't exist.
They just worry about the profit margin.
Hence Nikes.
Yeah.
Spike.
31% spike in sales, bro. Yeah. I just saw the article. 31% spike in sales, and it's amazing. Another dope article that I think I found that's related to gentlemanly culture, men's style, and this is something that I think would really intrigue you because you're a corporate man as well. It's a brother by the name of it's a brother that's talking about the perception of black men in corporate America, and that's always an interesting comment to see you laughing.
Continue, please.
Yes, please. Right. So his brother by the name of Marcus Schutz Jr. has been growing his locks, his dreadlocks, since 2002, and he has no plans of cutting them anytime soon. He's our age, 33-year-old attorney who runs his own law firm in Nashville, Tennessee, and says his hair is a statement that there is a perception of black men in America that still needs to change. He says many times during his matriculation through undergrad and law school and in his professional career, he was told that he would not be successful as an attorney if he didn't cut his locks, if he didn't cut his hair. He shared with this news outlet, I found this on the Shade Room, oddly enough. When asked why was I adamant about not cutting my hair, I would say I am giving a reality-inspired direction towards having a real dream. In other words, I'm going to be authentically me and not conform to their mold of who they thought I should be. And I think that's brave of him, especially when in 2016, I'm not sure if you knew this, but in 2016, the Supreme Court ruled that companies cannot hire you based upon having dreadlocks, specifically. That is now law.
Did not know that.
Yeah, and so it happened in it was a state court in Alabama, I think.
I'm not surprised at all. But I didn't know that though.
And so they're saying that because it's not a natural style, it doesn't grow out of your head like that. But then when you flip the conversation, and sisters have their natural hair, the way it grow out of their head, they don't get hired, right? And they deal with whatever they deal with.
Of course, man. And I've seen it on different levels.
Right.
I remember being in high school and the coach was like, "You got to cut your hair." And then honestly, it was my father was like, and this is exactly what he said. He says, "Well, if you don't make these white boys cut their hair, why does my son got to cut his?" And it was just the fact I was blessed, just the fact that I had somebody that was willing to stand up for me.
Fact.
And then he just left him alone. He left me alone then, but he was like, "Why should it even come to that?" And the thing was,
I shouldn't have to say that.
The thing was, he wouldn't have mind if everybody had to cut it, because team is team
unity, right?
But you weren't doing it for camaraderie. You was
trying to single me out as a brother. Yeah,
basically.
No, for sure. And I think it's just brave, man. And when you expand this conversation, when you look at what we as professional men have to deal with, like, you have a beard, and I literally just took about 2 inches off of mine because it was just a lot going on. Like, it's really,
I done brought it down myself.
Yeah, it's really, really dropped. But when I first started growing it, I still was in corporate America before I transitioned into the professorate full time. And in academia, this is fine. They're not tripping, you know.
But I get where you're going.
Yeah, but when I was, they was trying, is everything okay? Are you? And I'm like, what do you mean? This is like, it's edged up. It's. I love my beard products. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nowhere near as long as this. Yeah. And to have to deal with that perception was
because even
tough.
when I used to when I was interviewing for different jobs, positions, they were like, well, you gotta have clean shaven face and you can't do this and that. My thing was like, man, if I'm doing this, and I used to do that, and I said, man, I'm shaving for this and that, and I'm not getting the job. I say, you know what, the heck with it. So I started going full beard. I was getting parts back, and then I was getting the gig. I was like, man, they don't want me.
They don't want you.
If they don't want me, it don't matter how I'm going. If I'm sitting there with the credentials to get the job and they don't hire me, it has nothing to do with this because I'm always making sure I'm clean and presentable.
Absolutely.
That means they didn't want me to begin with.
That is, man. And but a flip argument is sometimes people, they say don't hurt your bag, right? Don't do anything to get away your bag.
But like I said, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror every day.
Every day.
And once you get lost, man.
It's hard to come back, bro. That compass is hard to find sometimes, man.
Definitely, man. I've been in a situation when I was doing it just for money. It's some of the worst work, and you feel terrible going to work. But if you're in a situation, I was talking to somebody about this on the way here, and you're in a situation that they want you there, and the culture is good and everything, the people around you are good.
Right.
You excel, you have fun coming to work.
Right.
You don't mind taking extra time to figure out this and that. Because, all right, they want me.
Exactly. It's an environment conducive for your growth.
And I can be who I want to be.
Yeah.
I'm not just...
For sure. Yeah. For sure. And we are an advocate of getting that bag. We are advocate of being financially successful. And making sure that you're handling your money and keeping your financial portfolio and picture in order. And maybe you need a little help. Well, this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the U.S. offer financial education? 33% or more than 77 million Americans, they don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans, they don't carry credit card. They carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of Americans say they don't have enough savings. Now, please don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling a complimentary personal financial strategy. Now, contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. Ask how you can participate in a complimentary, that means free, financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services.
That means free.
Hey, look, I just want to make sure they understand.
Oh, I get it.
Look, it ain't gonna hurt you to give them a call.
I understand.
It ain't gonna hurt you to give them that. Now, once you set up a plan, then you got to drop that coin. But it's for a good reason. Listen. Money makes the world go round, right? The Bible says money answers all things, right? Like it's one of those things that we need it, especially in this capitalistic democratic society.
Yeah, I'm be honest with you, man. One of my pet peeves when people act like, oh man, money's not important. Yes, it is.
Stop lying.
I hate that. That burns me up. I said I came from no money, so I know money's important. So
right.
You just have the luxury to have had money, so you say it isn't important. I hate when people do that.
It's about putting it in its proper perspective. It's not the most important.
Nah, I agree with that, but it's necessary.
It's important though.
It's very necessary.
You gonna die? Poor?
Yeah, man, I hate when people do that. Burns me up, man.
It burns me up when, like you said, when these guys that have made 20 and 30 and 50 and 80 million, well, money's not all this cracked up to be. What I wish I could find out if it is over there.
Yeah, man. You use it right.
Yeah, for sure, man. And speaking of, let's go back on this last little segment real quick, man.
Ahead.
Offer some more little style tips to our listeners and our viewers. We're talking with Nathaniel here, Nathaniel James of WJ Knots. Go check him out. So I want to give everybody a couple of inexpensive ways to kind of reboot your wardrobe, right? And this is just 5 quick, simple tips, and please jump in when you want to. Number 1 is to give your items a refreshing. What do I mean by that? Polish your shoes, right? Learn how to do a spit shine, a water shine, right? Learn how to not just go in and get some stuff and put it on and buffing it, like really getting in there, spinning spending an hour or so while the game is on.
And you know what?
Conditioning your leather.
Go to the WJ Knox YouTube page. It shows you how to do that.
Absolutely.
Did that before I got here. I'm just saying.
Yeah, condition your leather. Make sure that it
makes it last.
It makes it last, because these are, especially when you spend, you go get you a pair of Mayanis or Allen Edmonds or something that you done paid $400 and $500-$600 for. That's an investment, right? I'm not an advocate personally of spending a whole bunch of money, especially when your budget doesn't allow. But with footwear, you really do pay for what you get.
That's true.
You really do.
And if you take care of it, I suppose it will last a very long. It will
last a lot. I have a pair of shoes for my granddad.
Yeah, I got a pair of shoes for my father.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like just kill it. So I think, but also that's just shoes. But also, maybe you get a stain on the white shirt. We'll dye the shirt, the color of the stain. Reboot it, because you can always go find another white shirt, right?
You know what? I've never heard anybody say that's not a bad idea.
Go get you some and then dye it. Now
So you've done this. You're speaking.
I'm speaking from experience. I've done it.
I've never heard anybody say that though. But that's not a bad look.
$6 for the dye. Put it in the machine. Wash it. Let it hang dry. Do it again to make the color get rich again. Wash it in, rinse it again, so it's a real color. You're done. $6 for a brand new shirt, especially if you already got it tailored and it fits you right.
Never even see. So I came here to draw out, but you just dropped. I appreciate you.
Hey,
I've never even thought about it like that. That's smart though.
Appreciate it. And then when you talking about those shoes, right? Resole your shoes.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, resole. It's not that expensive. Nah. Once the leather was really broken in, it's perfect, and it holds that conditioning oil and the oil, and it holds the polish.
And when you say that point, it really has character, man.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely. Talk about it, brother. Go to his. You heard him. What's the website?
WJKnox.com.
There it is. Okay, number 2. This is simple, but a lot of guys don't do this. Rotate your neckwear. No, I don't mean just your ties. I mean go from a tie to a bow tie to an ascot. Of course, venue appropriate, right? But rotate your neckwear.
I like that. How you said venue appropriate.
Venue appropriate.
I don't think a lot of people understand like the time and place for things. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
I don't think a lot of people understand.
Agreed.
So I don't think you should wear I'm not saying wear ascot to a job interview.
No, God no.
But
unless you go into, I don't know if you're going to be a creative director of a fashion house or something, but otherwise.
I don't know. But if you go into a cool black tie, you can switch it up.
So you can throw ascot or a bow tie. Like if you normally wear bow ties to a formal event, throw an ascot.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? It's a tux, so nobody goes out and buys 5 or 6 tuxedos. So okay, so you know what? You got the same black tuxedo. Okay, cool. You know, I'm not gonna wear the bow tie today. I'm gonna get a new shirt and throw an ascot in there. That's a different look.
Yeah,
it changes the whole look, right?
Very much so.
Number 3. This is what you can talk about. Add different or switch your accessories. What I mean, if you're not a lapel pin cat, throw in a lapel pin every now and again.
Yeah,
right.
Man. This is true, man. I remember just quick story, real quick.
Sure.
I was going to church. It was a brother named Raymond Grandison from Jamaica. Every time I saw Raymond, he from Jamaica moved to New York before he moved to San Antonio. So he was a banker in New York.
Okay.
So he's dressed up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was seeing him, I'm looking at him. I asked questions. I was like, man, how many suits you got? He was like, about 5 or 6. Nah, I've seen you wear more than that. He was like, yeah, I have 5 or 6 suits, but I have over 100 ties. He said, so basically, I'm gonna teach you something. So basically, because I keep switching the suit, keep switching the ties out, you think I have more than I actually have. He said, I only have 5 or 6 suits.
Right.
But I have about 100, 150 ties.
Right.
So that's going back. So maybe think about selling the accessories. He had those foundational pieces like we talked about earlier.
Absolutely.
He was wearing white shirts.
Uh-huh.
He was just flipping those ties and those handkerchiefs in and out.
Absolutely.
So you thought he had some, but it was just all the time.
Absolutely. Yeah, keeping the shoes polished and he on point. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You have to, switch that. Maybe you're a guy that only wears link bracelet watches. We'll go get you a leather band watch, right? And switch it up.
Then it keeps your stuff from wearing out so quickly.
Absolutely. You save money in the long run, right?
You really do.
Number 4. This is something that is kind of trendy, but it's a trend that I really don't think is going anywhere because it was in for a long time when we were kids. Then it died down for a little bit, but it's back and it's on the casual side. And this is learn how to distress your own denim.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Yeah, like don't go to the store and pay for holes in your denim.
I do that.
Like go get some sandpaper. Rub it real quick. Throw it in the washing machine. Let it distress.
I've even done it with I've even snagged a box cutter and just
Yeah.
Throw
it in the dryer real quick. Let the rabbles come.
Yeah.
That's how you get the rabbles. For you guys who don't know, you throw it in the dryer. You do it with a box cutter. You put if you want them to really ravel, you put them in the washing machine and let it hang dry. But you can throw it in the dryer as well. It'll still it'll loosen those fibers and pull it down.
Yeah, I do that myself.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the fifth one, mix your aesthetics. And this is one of my favorite things to do, mixing your aesthetics. Now, what do I mean? I love, and I'm sure you can attest to this. I love putting on my Stan Smiths or my plimsolls with a suit. Yeah, I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I love it with a poplin that's button down to the second button. You know what I'm saying? Opened up. Obviously, it's venue appropriate depending on where I'm going. Yeah, so mix your aesthetics.
I've worn the Nike Cortez with a suit.
Absolutely.
Real Forrest Gump like.
Listen, you got to make sure. What are you doing October 20th? Are you in town?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Okay, you got to get. We got to go to the sneaker ball. Talk to you about offline.
That's cool.
Sneaker ball. Talk to you offline. But also something that's another simple one is throwing a blazer with your shorts. With the appropriate, don't put on no blazer with no. First of all, you shouldn't really be wearing no cargos anyway. But anyway, that's a different story. But with your Bermudas.
Hold on. That's funny because we were out, and I was asking, we was making fun of the girl that we knew because we was like, she was on a first date with a dude. Like, you on a date with a dude who got on those cargos,
right?
And then she would start kind of laughing about, like, you realize you've seen the cargos too. So
right.
my friends was roasting her.
Yeah, like if you're not on the beach or you ATVing, I'm chilling on the cargos. Like there are the right.
You wearing cargos? You're not wearing cargos on the beach, man. Don't tell me.
Well,
you're not wearing cargos.
True cargos. I mean the
you sound as bad as people that wear socks on the beach.
No. I'm not gonna wear you. Let me be more clear. I'm not wearing cargos on the beach at all. Trust me.
I'm just.
Yeah, I was really talking about like the swim trunks that had like the little pocket on the side. That's not really a cargo.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm about to say.
Not the true loose cargo. No.
All right.
ATVing, hiking, or something cool. That's fine. You know what I'm saying?
I can see you hiking.
Yeah, because.
You need
it's utility.
I can that's
cargos
exactly what it is. Yeah,
y'all cargos are for utility. You need all those pockets because you got crap in it.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the shorts you should wear, if you're into this aesthetic and you're brave enough, the shorts you should wear with a blazer or a sport coat are your Bermuda shorts.
Okay.
Or your chino shorts. Yes, sir.
Learn something. Where would you wear it to? What type of venue?
So for me,
because I was gonna wear the same unit you described. I was gonna wear it to an event. But when you tell me, I'm gonna tell you what the event was I was gonna wear it to. But go ahead.
So for me, it could be a fashion forward event, which is fine, right? Any kind of fashion forward event, fashion shows. I would do it on certain dates, right? I would do it on an easy Saturday morning, a brunch type situation. Because you're not gonna put a tie on with this in the shorts.
Nah, so
for me.
So and it's funny because you could probably get a unit real nice for this at the two places I said I like, Brooks Brothers and Ralph Lauren. They probably had the stuff perfect. So I was going to wear this to it was actually a wedding. It was a wedding shower.
Nice.
And
I would wear it to a wedding shower.
And the theme of the wedding shower was like it was. I'm probably saying it wrong, but basically it was like the Hamptons in Houston.
Okay. Yeah. No, I agree. So absolutely, that's perfect.
So it was a blue seersucker because seersucker does come in many colors.
Absolutely.
It was a blue seersucker and it was a white button down, but it was like these paisley print shorts. So it was like these paisley print shorts. But I ended up going with another, but it was around that kind of going that way. So it was a Hamptons type event. And it was in the springtime. So it wasn't being worn in the winter. It was the springtime, wasn't in the fall. But yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. It's absolutely
spring or summer.
You know what else? A derby party is good.
Yeah,
for something like that.
So like Kentucky Derby type situation.
Yeah, kind of a Nantucket, Cape Cod kind of feel. Absolutely.
More than yeah.
Absolutely, for sure. I tell you, man, I've had a blast, a phenomenal time chatting with you, man. This hour go by fast.
Oh yeah, definitely has.
Hour and 3 minutes. We've gone over by 10 minutes, but it's all good.
My apologies for the 3:45, man.
No, it's good, man. Let the people know how they can follow you, how they can get in touch with you, and check out the products one more time.
Man, it's WJ Knots on all social media aspects. The website is wjknots.com. The Instagram is constantly getting updated. Then you'll see where I'm doing pop-up shops weekly. Sundays, I'm in Retrospect Coffee Shop in the mornings. I will be starting to be at West Alabama Ice House in the afternoons on Sunday. Tuesdays, I'm at Axelrad every evening setup.
Really?
Tuesdays, yeah.
My spot.
And I'm in different spots in between, man. And then I'll be doing my own pop-up shop again soon. You guys will definitely be hearing about it.
That's dope.
And hopefully you'll be seeing me on camera a lot sooner too. So
Listen, I love it, man. You know who it is. It's your man Kalen Laws, aka Senor Wapo. Go to SENORGUAPO 713 on all social media outlets. Holler at me on my blog, DM me, let me know what's going on. Let me know what kind of content you want to hear about. Let me know about the guests you're seeing. Also, for those of you who are looking to be a podcaster, and specifically a menswear podcaster, next Wednesday, August 19th, 7:30 p.m. if you're in the Houston area, come holler at us. We're having a podcast casting call to join G's for Gentlemen. So maybe you maybe you've taken everything that we've said and you want to present it back to your following or your followers and other people, or maybe you have a passion for communicating. Come holler at us, man. We'll see what's going on and maybe we can put you on. Till next time, listen, raise your glass. We got a little chant that we do, a little saying that we do. Yeah, okay. Absolutely. You can keep it gangster or you can keep it gentlemanly, but always keep it G. Till next time.
Yeah.